I am not certain if all my information that I've shared with Sean is entirely accurate. I wouldn't say my history and knowledge of Singapore's races and culture and food is entirely accurate, but I do my best.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Maybe the next one. Wow, I missed this stop. Singapore loves bus. Okay, so today actually I'm going to one of my friend, actually a local friend. I just happened to meet him, and he's going to take me to a breakfast, and I'm going to take bus today, and the bus number is 125. So let's see. So the bus station is normally like this. That will be interesting today. Local friend to a breakfast and a bus service. So here comes the bus, 125. Always take the front seat. Hello. So just tap it. Thank you. Let's go upstairs. That's awesome. It's empty. It's empty. Wow. And you sit in the front. Wow, that's awesome. Ooh. That's good. It's a double deck bus, so this is a very good view of Singapore. Hey, today is a cloudy day, so let's go. If you see, they wait for the people to move. You know, they don't just go. That's one of the interesting things which you don't find in a lot of countries. So first preference is always human. So here we go. As I was telling you about the transportation system here, it's really one of the best in the world. I'm telling you guys, it's clean, it's connected, it's everything. So let's cross the road. So make sure whenever you come to Singapore, try to always take the bus or the train. Actually, I'm walking in under a flyover, bridge flyover. It looks so beautiful. Check it out. Wow. And it's so clean. Clean, 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 clean. This is one of the beautiful thing, like, you know, you are actually walking on a street and it's pretty long street and you have shade. So let it be rain, let it be sunny day or something, you can just walk here. It's so beautiful. I mean, like, they are way advanced, but these are the basic thing what I think any country or any city, big city, can do it for their, you know, citizens. I think this is really good. It just out here, you just have to learn, come, learn, and implement. That's it. It's so simple. They should do this. Okay, here I am. I'm supposed to meet my friend in this station. This is a metro station, and I think the entrance is somewhere here. Let me check it out. Where is he? That's the metro station. Should be somewhere here. What's up, brother? Sorry, I was late. No problem. So where we are going now?
So we're gonna go into Potong Pasir.
Okay.
So this is Potong Pasir town.
Okay.
And it's a small town along the what we call the Purple Line.
It's beautiful, man. And thank you for giving your time, man.
No problem.
Appreciate that. Very important.
Potong Pasir is where I live. It's a really small town. It's one of the smallest towns in Singapore.
Really? The smallest town in Singapore?
One of the...
Okay, so which is the smallest one?
I'm not sure.
Okay. And do you guys have village still?
Sorry?
Village? Any village left?
No.
No. Zero village.
So in Singapore, I think there is one. So villages,
Yeah.
we used to call them kampongs.
Yeah.
So there are one or two, I think in near the northeast part of Singapore.
Okay.
I think around there is, I think, still one kampong left.
Okay.
But generally, you won't find that anymore. Most Singaporeans stay in what we call HDB flats. So HDB stands for Housing Development Board.
Okay.
So we refer to the flats that are built by the HDB as just HDB.
Okay.
In Singapore, we have the concept is that a lot of HDB flats and apartments have
Yeah.
shops downstairs.
Yeah.
So owners of the shops can live upstairs and they come downstairs to do their business and then close shop and go back up. Sites like these are actually quite common in Singapore.
Yeah.
You have high-rise flats, even not just low-level ones, but high-rise flats with.
So is it something like, I mean, like you don't have to go to the next nearby neighborhood to buy anything or eat anything. It's just in your neighborhood, right?
Yeah. So
no need of communicate, transport.
Yeah. So almost
Yeah.
all the towns are,
Yeah.
in a sense, self-sustaining. So you can like do everything you need to within the town. You don't
Yeah.
need to travel out.
Yeah. It's just in a walkable distance.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's right actually, because I've been to every place and every place I mostly saw that, you know. So as a what do you call it? Residents of this place, you really don't have to go anywhere.
So in Potong Pasir itself,
Yeah.
it might be a small town, but we have at least we have at least 6 coffee shops. So these are what we call coffee shops.
Okay. There's other word also for that, no?
Sorry?
A local, what do you call that? Hopper market?
Hawker centers.
Hawker center.
So hawker centers usually are more like standalone. They'll be situated on their own, but
Yeah.
coffee shops are usually found like in the.
So this is a coffee shop.
It's considered a coffee shop.
Okay.
So it's sometimes used but more often if it's found in underneath a block like that.
Yeah.
It's called a coffee shop.
Okay. Potong Pasir. What's the meaning of Potong Pasir in English?
Potong Pasir means cut sand. So potong is cut,
Cut.
pasir is sand. So
Sand?
Yes, sand.
Sand.
Yeah.
You mean cutting the
SAND.
sand?
Yeah, so cutting the sand. So
Oh.
before this town was built, there used to be a bit more hills here, and then so that would be where they would cut the sand and then to transport the sand elsewhere.
Oh.
Something along those lines.
Like, okay. And how long is old is this place?
I'm actually not sure.
Okay.
It's quite old. Yeah.
So when did the people like started moving into this residential area?
Wow, when? I'm not sure at all, because I mean, from the whole housing development projects began quite early. I think within 10-20 years of Singapore's founding.
Okay.
Correct?
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And how long you been staying here?
So I've been staying here for the past.
Or your parents?
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah. So I moved here when I was 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been here for 20 years.
So is there the development? Can you see a lot of development after?
So interesting thing about Singapore is that you see more development. You see more new things generally if your constituency has the PAP, which is the political party, as the as MP, because you tend to see the constituencies that are not run by PAP it's a bit more less developed and less clean. That's what the perception is. Okay. And typically, and so it's always a carrot and stick kind of thing. So it's like, you know, you vote for us and then we give you all these developments. So I think 10 years
So you make sure that you send your what do you call that? Member of Parliament? No? What do you call it? Member
of Parliament.
Member of Parliament? MP? To the...
so
then there is a lot of development.
Potong Pasir voted in the PAP, I think about like almost 10 years ago. Okay. And since then, I mean, there's been a lot of changes.
So where are you going now?
So I think we're going to eat here.
Here?
Yeah, this coffee shop.
Yeah.
So the nice thing about coffee shops in Singapore is that you can always find a lot of food. You can find different types of food. Okay. Of course, I think Chinese food will be the most predominant because we make a majority of the population. But in the previous coffee shops, you can find Indian food as well.
Malaya.
Food, and interesting thing about Singapore is that, you know, there are fusion foods, and definitely, I mean, yourself come from an island in India. A lot of the Indian cuisine that you find here is probably very different because since when the Indian immigrants came to Singapore many years ago, 50 years ago, they developed their own style of Singaporean Indian cuisine, you know? And sometimes there's a bit of mix as well with like Malay.
I can see a lot of difference actually, even in the food what they serve here and what the name is different from India. It's totally different.
还牛油给我2套还有鸡蛋4粒 What drink do you want? Would you like to try coffee?
Yeah. All on whatever you say, man.
一杯kopi 400
Once you get up in the morning, so normally do you come over here and what's your favorite breakfast? What do you guys normally eat?
Really depends. I guess I think one of the most common things I order definitely is kaya toast and eggs.
Okay, which you have just ordered now.
Which I have just ordered.
Okay.
And then next probably will be chicken rice or fishball noodles. Okay. Yeah. So all this can be found here at almost any. So the things you can find at almost any coffee shop are fishball noodles, chicken rice, and kaya toast and eggs. Some of the most common.
And do you guys like even cook and eat in the house?
Yeah.
Okay. But morning breakfast is always out here?
No, not much.
No, not? Okay.
So for my family, it's typically been every once in a while on Saturday when we breakfast together, they will come downstairs for breakfast. But my mom isn't cooking.
Okay. Cool, man. That's good. Okay, that's the fun of like meeting a local and, you know, getting the things like normally, like, you know, I've been to a lot of places like that, but you don't get the inside story, you know, like you don't get why this is like this, what is the whole system, and you know how it's what I see. It's like a very community based, you know, like people coming and eating and relaxing. So even in Indonesia, they have something like this. They call this as nongkrong. It's like just go to a coffee shop and drink coffee, and the only thing is that they keep on smoking.
I mean, there is a smoking corner right over on the other side.
Yeah, that's good actually. Maybe Indonesian government has to do something about the smoking. The people just sit here and they can smoke, you know, and they're with the smaller child. That's the thing which I feel really bad about. Maybe, hey, Indonesian government, please check it out, you know. I'm like supposed to go to your country on 23rd, like day after tomorrow. I'm just still thinking, should I go or not? Okay, here we go. Thank you. So this is the coffee.
Yes, it's
Wow. And
bread.
bread.
So typically I would dip the eggs in. I would dip the bread into the egg.
Okay, so
So pick up.
can you just show like how?
So we've got to probably wait about 5 minutes for the eggs to cook.
Oh, the eggs is getting boiled.
Yeah.
Okay, so by the way, here are the 2 eggs getting boiled. That's very interesting, you know. So there's a coffee. I tried this coffee actually. They've already added the milk, right?
Yes, this is condensed milk.
Condensed milk, yeah.
So what I ordered is kopi C siu dai. So
Coffee?
kopi C siu dai. So C in is usually referred to. It's a brand. So it's carnation milk.
Okay.
So there's no sugar in it. So for this they would add cane sugar and
Okay.
they would add carnation milk, and then they would add so siu dai means less sweet.
Less sweet.
Yeah.
Ah, that's very important. Otherwise, a lot of places just. And what about this toast? Like,
So kaya toast, what we have typically inside is toasted.
Yeah.
And then what we have inside is butter and kaya.
kaya.
Yeah, so-
Kaya is like.
Kaya is a type of like almost like a coconut jam or marmalade of sorts.
Okay.
So it's really sweet and it's made from coconut and pandan. Yeah.
Okay. So this does not have much sweetness, but this has sweetness, so it balances.
This has sweetness. This is so
Yeah.
condensed milk is sweet.
Ah.
So normal kopi is sweet.
Yeah.
So that's why I
If you
typically
don't
order-
need, if you don't need sweetness, don't add condensed milk.
No. So if you give a normal coffee
Yeah.
order, it's
Yeah.
naturally sweet.
Okay.
So if you want it to be
Less sweet.
less sweet, you have to tell them. Yeah.
Ah, that's very important. Okay. Fish ball noodles, and this is
These are noodles. So it's a type of noodles. It's
Yeah.
a thin noodle we call mi kia.
okay.
Yeah. So mi just stands for noodles.
Yeah.
So we have different types. We have flat noodles called mi pok.
Okay.
Yeah. So mi kia is this thin one.
Okay.
And just say if you want mian, it's a thicker noodle. Yeah. So it's a Singaporeans love to like all have their own preferences in terms of type of noodle they like. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's dig in. And thank you for the breakfast, man.
No problem.
You want to crack one more?
Sure.
For the camera. So it's just not fully boiled, right?
Yeah,
It's
so
like sort of a
half boiled.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really hot.
It's very hot. Ooh.
So you know things like that happen sometimes, but you know it's all good. As you can tell, I'm not the best at cracking eggs.
No, you're on camera. You don't have to tell. Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
And these are not a boiler egg, right?
Sorry?
Are this boiler egg?
Boiler?
Yeah, like a poultry farm, or is it from the what do you call the wild hen egg?
Oh, definitely, probably from a poultry farm.
Poultry farm, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the color is different actually compared to my place. It's more of a white. Okay, let me try. Egg which was like half boiled, and we put this soya sauce and pepper, and we mix it, and we take this bread, dip it. Wow. And eat.
There's a very good contrast between the sweetness of the kaya.
Yeah, that's a very interesting thing. Like you can feel the egginess, you have the sweetness, and the crunchiness. Yeah.
And the butter is really salted as well. So
Yeah.
even as a kaya toast alone, you get a bit of like a salty and sweet.
That's really good, man. I would have never tried this, you know. I would have never tried this because as a tourist, we just go around and just look. Okay, order, give me this. But
So,
yeah.
typically, eggs and toast in a coffee shop, it's ordered from the drink stall.
Okay.
So there won't be a standalone shop that sells it, but it's from the drink stall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you buy it from different shops and you combine it and you eat something.
That's the beauty of Singapore food.
Cool.
So Singapore has a very interesting system. So typically, a coffee shop like that is owned by one owner, a landlord per se, and he's usually the owner of the drink stall.
Okay.
So then he will lease out the shops to other.
Okay, but all these shops are like owned by different people, right?
By different people, but the one who owns the entire
Property
is the drink store, probably most likely the drink store. So there are a few chains. This one belongs to a chain as well. So that's why you see some of the so Singapore, we have people who walk around taking drink orders and usually it's for drinks only.
Yeah.
And they are called the drink store auntie, drink store uncle.
So is it because one, Singapore is sort of on a hotter side and drink sells more than anything?
Yeah.
And people just take away, yeah. That's an interesting business point.
So you can see the auntie, she's wearing a blue and white.
Yeah.
That's a uniform of the chain.
Uniform the chain. Because I saw other places where they wear what do you call the orange color. So that's a different chain. Ah, okay. Thank you. Egg, and now
I pour my drink into it.
yeah, he poured coffee in that.
So I learned this from my grandfather many years ago when he would bring me out and then pour. When I was younger, I would drink Milo.
Yeah.
So pour Milo into this.
Okay.
So it cools the drink down. It
Okay.
allows it to cool down faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it tastes very good.
It does. I mean, you can try
Let's
it.
try.
And it cleans out your plate.
Okay, let's try this. So what I did was I did the same thing. Let me try. Coffee with egg. I made this place into a big mess.
It's fine. It's fine.
Cool. Hey guys, so you can see this, like wherever I walk around there is a community club. So what is that?
Community clubs are run by the People's Association.
Okay.
So it's they typically have what they have there are facilities for community bonding. There's a multi-purpose hall, basketball courts. There are places where people can go for classes, whether like judo, taekwondo, or even computer classes for elderly.
Okay.
Language classes, and so it is what it says, community club. So it provides that space and that facility for people to.
And do you have to pay for like?
Yeah,
monthly?
for most of the courses they have to pay.
Okay.
For like this one here, we have a gym.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay, but as long as you're a member, as long as you're a resident of Potong Pasir, you can get a pass to go into to use the gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the pass, does it cost anything or is it?
No, it doesn't cost anything.
Ah.
So, but it's mainly to cater to the residents of that town. So
Okay.
that's why you see almost every town has their own community club.
Wow, that's really interesting thing,
Yeah.
It's bringing the people together, like the place like this where people come together, like become a community even.
Even so the concepts of like housing, the HDB flats, they have this open space at the bottom, what we call void decks.
Okay.
Void decks are meant to be places where people can have the community activities. So typically you find in the void decks, some people hold weddings there. But typically what you find more is actually wakes and funerals are held at like void decks. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So thank you, man. Nice meeting you, and thanks for the breakfast. It was awesome.
No problem.
And yeah, maybe this can be our what do you call the thumbnail.
Sure.
Thank you. And have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Hopefully I'll see you again.
Yeah, of course. Maybe like before I go. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that was awesome to meet a local, to understand, to sit and eat as a community. I love that. So, you know, you tend to slowly become local. You try to understand people. You try to, you know, accept their life. That's the fun part of it. So this is a really good neighborhood. That's the thing. Here we go. That's Singapore. That's the icon of Singapore. Hello.
Hello.
So you come to Singapore to see this. Interesting, right? Okay, here we go. Where are we going? I don't know.